Welcome to Buzzard's Corner of Love. Think outside the box, where adventures come into play in your life, angels, spontaneity, maybe creative new ideas, that and so much more as you choose to think outside the box. I am Heather Buzzard of Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves where we uplift and inspire you to become who you truly came here to be. Angels, can you believe that it is already August? Wow, 4 more months and 2025 is gone. Our theme of the month this month is ease and grace. Do you believe that you can live a life of ease and grace? Well, to start out our month, we're going to start out with the topic of letting go. And I've got some great information about that. And we're working with the archangels this month. Angels. With every topic, we're working with a different archangel. And today we're working with Archangel Azariel. He is associated with letting go. So let me give you some information. Yet before we get started, grab your favorite beverage, sit back and relax. Today I'm drinking root beer. I love my root beer. And angels, you can always go to our website, BUZZARDSKORNER.com. BUZZARDSKORNER, Buzzards Corner with the K.com. Start or end your day with a positive blog posting that we have over there. We've got a lot of information over there to help you as well. We've got counseling tools, angels. We've got counseling. If you'd like support in your life, we're there to help you as well. Join our YouTube channel, and angels, in the chat below, we put a link where you can choose to get an in-depth look at Archangel Azariel and really take him into your energy. I've worked with Archangel Azariel a lot, and I'm glad to have my archangels back in my life. So Archangel Azariel is primarily associated with the process of letting go. It's particularly in the context of grief or transition. And whenever we're in a space of grief or transition, we need to let go of sorrow, unhappiness. In a transition, we may need to let go of old behaviors or old ways of thinking. And I used Archangel Azariel. You'll hear about that later on. So knowing that Archangel Azariel is the angel that helps you let go of grief and transition, he is also known as the angel of death and is also called upon to offer comfort and support during times of loss and change, helping individuals process grief and to find peace. And angels, that is so true, because I personally work with Archangel Azariel, and I have his card right here, if you're able to see it. Archangel Azariel is of comfort, and I'm going to read you what it says here about comfort for Archangel Azariel. Mind me as I put my glasses on. Comfort. Archangel Azariel says, I'm with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. May you be in a space right now in your life where you need support from the angelic realm, where someone human can't really help you. You need that angelic support. Call on Archangel Azariel. He will help you move through grief, loss, disappointment, depression, upsetness. Angels. Even the strongest person experiences upsetting situations, and there is no shame in taking time to heal your heart. This is a good time for quiet reflection upon your true feelings. Write them down in a private journal, and then call upon Archangel Azariel to help bring you comfort to your heart and mind. Archangel Azariel can help you sleep better at night and put your mind at ease. Archangel Azariel's aura is a beautiful shade of vanilla cream, a very pale yellow, and he surrounds grieving and dying persons with this loving light to bring them comfort. When Azariel is around, you see eggshell colored twinkling lights in the room. The crystal creamy yellow calcite is collaborated with Azariel's energy. So holding or wearing this crystal may lend additional comfort. Angels, when I worked with Archangel Azariel, I used that energy of comfort to help me transition and let go of. It wasn't only just grief with my parents passing, both of them, yet also my own transition within myself, letting go of old ways of thinking, old ideas, old ways of behavior, dealing with the heart. When I went in for that open heart surgery last year, can you believe that? I went into that open heart surgery last year, and I called on my angels and my guides because I knew coming out of that, I would be better off for the rest of my life. And Archangel Azariel's energy has helped me heal my heart, not just the physical part of my heart, angels. Yet that hole represented a hole that I carried with multiple lifetimes. That hole represented something that was seeping through me. Now that this is closed, I am whole and complete in my heart. And what is taking its place instead of that hole is the diamond light of God. So these angels are real. This energy is real. And it is very, very powerful. So that's one way that Archangel Azariel can help you in time of comfort. Because letting go, we as humans don't choose to let go. Spiritually letting go means the releasing of attachments, expectations, and resistance to the natural flow of life. Embracing acceptance and surrendering to a higher power. That's spiritually letting go. The deeper meaning of letting go, angels, is a mental state. And it's clarity, where you no longer cause yourself extra suffering. And you understand that the benefits of letting go, and it helps you move on to that next step. And that's a space that I've moved into. I understand now that it is easier for me to let go of an old idea, thought, feeling, behavior, way of being, than it is to try to resist it and change the outer, because that doesn't work. And I've learned that too much over my lifetime. And I notice that by choosing to flow with life, to flow ease and grace, it naturally works itself out. I said I was going to share a story in my life, a part of my life. And this is where Archangel Zariel comes in for being a counselor. There were a lot of things growing up that I didn't understand. How come I was in a family with white people, and why was I black, and what was all this negative energy, and all of these things that I heard growing up about my race of people, everything, etc., so on. And as an adult, when I stepped on this spiritual path, I was even more confused. And then I learned about the archangels. And angels, let me tell you, when you are asking for comfort or a counselor and you can't look and see and ask a human, call on your angels and guides. They will help you. Affirmations help me change my thinking. I was brought up in a household with a mother who wasn't able to accept me or like me. And yet she adopted me for herself to help change herself. And that didn't work. And because it didn't work, she was angry with herself, which she took out on me growing up as a child. So I had a lot of confusion. And when I stepped out into the world, as I've said many times before, I didn't know who I was. And my book, which is coming out at the end of the year, my life memoir, will show you actually my whole life story from the time that I was a baby up until this age. Yet going back to what I'm talking about, Archangel Zariel, as I walk this spiritual path, I've used Archangel Zariel as a counselor. And he's a natural counselor, one that many people benefit from, guidance and assurance. Your life purpose involves counseling people. And I didn't understand that until I was like, why would my life purpose be counseling people? This show here is counseling people. The clients that I have is counseling people. When I go and visit people in their homes is counseling people. Sending out cards with love and birthday cards and all of that is counseling people. So knowing that I was to be a counselor, I started to really accept this energy of light and love and really accepted this energy of Archangel Azariel. It says, a true spiritual counselor, people find you to be a trustworthy, confident. So expand your counseling work, it says, to the next level because you're about to help greater numbers of people. Call upon me for guidance and support. Now, Archangel Azariel was a counselor in my life, and his name means God helps, when God helps us, or when whom God helps. And he helps those who are helpers. Ask yourself, are you a helper? He is particularly interested in helping counselors who work with the grieving or dying. You can ask Azariel to guide your words and actions during any counseling sessions, and he'll help you remain patient and compassionate. And he can help you enter the counseling profession if that's something you choose. Yet compassion, angels. I was just talking to my friend today about compassion. And I am, the inner child in me is jumping up and down with joy because I am literally experiencing compassion and empathy. And that's a big deal for me because of whom I used to be. And my niece asked about me the other day. I did a show about her last week about imagination isn't just for kids. She asked about me the other day. And when I saw her picture, she was dressed in yellow and she just looked so beautiful. And her and I were on the same wavelength because I was dressed in yellow as well. And yellow is the color of receiving. And in order for that energy to come out, you have to be willing to let go of the old. In order to let go of old ways of being and old ideas. And because I've let go of old thinking and old ways of being, I was able to look at my niece and feel that energy of love. And really, I was astounded with myself that I felt that. Yet I will tell you, angels, it benefits you to let go. We do cleaning for our cars. We let go of trash, old things that we don't want to carry in our cars anymore. We clean out our closets, our drawers, our shelves. Most of us do. Yet those who don't do that are and have a lot of things in their house. We've seen that show called Hoarders. And hoarders means you aren't willing to let go of anything because of the fear of loss or emotional attachment to what it is that you're hanging on to. So it's, being regretful or fearful, you hang on to things or items in your life. So where in your life can you clean out and cleanse? And I'm asking myself this question, and my closet is calling me because I've received a lot of new clothing in my life, yet I have still hung on to the old. And yet speaking about this is just reminding me to let the old go, whether it be clothes, ideas, ways of being, work, transferring to a new job, whatever it may be in your life. Also, growing up, angels, I was fed a negative mindset about who I was as a race of people. And that was a challenge for me in my younger years. And that's why I used the energy of belligerency, because I didn't know how to handle myself. Yet as I've grown on the spiritual path, and as I've moved into more of myself and who I am, what I've come to understand is that energy of belligerency is the same energy that I'm using today, yet I've come to mature and to understand that I can direct and choose how to move this energy by letting go, forgiving myself, forgiving others, releasing resentment, feeling healthier, allowing the joy to well up within me. Angels, these are all ways that we are able to really experience a happy life. And that's why we are here, to be happy. Yet a lot of sickness comes from fear, the fear of losing something, or feeling lost, or not having enough, or not being good enough, or not feeling worthy enough. And I used to feel all of that too. Yet I chose to change my thinking. And when I changed my thinking, I changed how I looked at myself. Then I was able to really stand in the mirror and accept myself for all of myself at that point. And then that image in the mirror started to change. It is a process. The other factors that can stop us from letting go is regretting letting something go because you don't want to throw something out because you may need that. And that's one of the reasons why I've hung on to these old clothes. Well, I might just need them. Yet in truth, angels, I really don't, because I don't wear them. They just sit in there. So in speaking with myself, I'm letting go of these clothes because someone else can use them as I pass them on to someone else. And there's a lot of things in our life that we can let go of, not just materially. We can let go of old thoughts. We can let go of old behavior. We can choose to think outside the box and have something different. Personality comes into play as well. If you're an overthinker or you overanalyze, it's difficult to let go. And that is one thing that I do myself. I can overthink and overanalyze. And one of the reasons why I hang on to something is because of that. Yet the number one thing, angels, that we won't let go of things, ideas, behaviors, or ways of being, and I bet you know what it is because we desire to feel like we're in control. Control. The desire to control one's surroundings, circumstances, peoples, and situations. Now, let's be honest for just a moment. In seriousness, we can't control other people. And if you tried, you know that. And if you're still trying to control somebody, good luck with that. We can't control circumstances. We can visualize how we'd like them to unfold, yet we can't control other people's timing. We can't control places or situations. We don't control the universe. Controlling one's surroundings. If you live with yourself, such as I do, then you are able to control your surroundings within your home. Yet you can't control your surroundings outside your home, albeit if you live in an apartment complex or with others in an apartment building, or if you're in a workspace, you can't control those surroundings. Or if you're in an environment where you're having to work or be with people that you mayn't like, you cannot control those surroundings. So, knowing that we have no control over those three, we play the game thinking we can control people, situations, and circumstances. And it's very exhausting. And I used to play that game, angels, and I got tired of it. It is very depleting. And you get angry, upset, frustrated, and mad because people aren't doing what it is you want them to do. And gosh darn it, why aren't you just listening to me and do it that way? And then I won't have to change and I can just be this way and everything's great. That isn't letting go. Maybe it's our attitudes that we need to check. That's one thing I had to check with myself. My attitude, angel, Lord, please. I chose internally to change my attitude. And what you choose within, it comes into your life eventually for you to experience it. And it was with this shift of my attitude that my energy changed. And as my energy changed, my aura changed. And as my aura changed, my words changed. And as my words changed, my life has changed. What we think and what we speak is what we create. So, knowing that our theme of the month is ease and grace, angels, I challenge you this month to have a month of ease and grace. Start by letting go of something that you've held on to for a long time, whether it be resentment, unforgiveness, old ideas, old ways of being, an old behavior, an old boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, etc., whatever it may be. Take baby steps and just allow yourself to experience freedom. That is what comes with letting go. So then the bigger question you have to ask yourself is, do you desire to be free? I know for me, freedom is number one. Beside my relationship with God, freedom. I need my freedom. Freedom to be, do, and have what it is I choose to be, do, and have. Freedom to be able to come and go as I choose. Freedom to be a woman of my word. Freedom to be a woman of empathy and compassion. And freedom to live my life, to be happy, to be joyful. Freedom. And that's what comes from letting go. You feel a sense of freedom, a sense of lightness, and you stand stronger in who you are, and you know whose you are. Because each and every one of us listening under the sound of this voice is a child of God. We've all come from the same source. Call it whatever you choose to call it. There's only one energy, one presence, one power. So I'm going to give you 4 tools for letting go before we wrap up this show. And I've said these many times before, angels. Mindfulness practice. Practice mindfulness, meditation, journaling, writing things down, creating a ritual that symbolizes release for you, whatever it may be. I know I work with the moon energies. I make lists. I burn negative energies. I burn positive energies, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Find something that works for you to help you let go of whatever it is that you're hanging on to. Working with the archangels and guides, working with the angels, working with your spirits, working with the dragons, whatever it is for you. Number 2, forgiveness. Self-forgiveness first. Start with forgiving yourself for everything from the point that you were a child up until this point. That is key. Because once you're able to truly forgive yourself, angels, forgiving another is easy. Believe me, I've experienced it. I know it. Forgiveness helps you release resentment, and it helps you release bitterness. And when you carry resentment or bitterness, you're carrying sickness, anger, high blood pressure, heart attacks, blood poisoning, all different kind of diseases in your body from hanging on to negative energy. The third thing, and I say this all the time, get outside in nature. Go hiking, go kayaking in the river if you can. If you're able to go sit under a tree, do that. Hug a tree, embrace that energy. Smell the flowers. If you're able to walk through the fields, the cornfields, if you're out in Wyoming or Idaho where they have fields, walk through that. Be outside in nature. Look up at the stars at night. Remind yourself, angels, that we truly are just a speck of dust in this fathomless universe that we are in. And the fourth thing, and this is, I'm a big believer in this, affirmations. It shifts your mindset. I can testify to that. Start out with some affirmations. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. Start out with 3. Continuously say them. Commit yourself for 30 days. And I guarantee your life won't be the same for the better. Affirmations shift your thinking because you regroove that mindset. And that was the only way I saved myself coming out of the household that I came out of with all of that negative energy that was piled onto me, was through affirmations, understanding that I am worthy. I am somebody. I am deserving. I am loved. I am joy. I am the light of the world. I am an angel of God. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I'm here to be an example. I am living my purpose. Angels, that's the confidence and freedom you receive by letting go. Our theme of the month is ease and grace. And I am excited to see what this month shows me regarding ease and grace in my life. So I'm going to leave you with this. Call on your archangels. Call on Archangel Azariel. He'll say hello from heaven. He's there to comfort you, to be a counselor, to give you your kingdom, your queendom. Azariel helps you let go. Feel that. Lean into that unseen energy, angels. I am living proof that it works. I stand before you today, smiling, empowered, happy, and with joy. Not saying that I don't have things to work on, because I do. Everybody does. Yet, I am living a life of ease and grace because I do choose to let go on a daily basis, whatever it may be. And you too can do that as well. So I challenge you, what is it that you need to let go of? Angels, we've dropped a link in our chat below. If you'd like more information on Archangel Azariel, just click on that link. We've got our link on there in there as well. You can click on our link, start or end your day with a positive blog posting or blog reading. Angels, we've got counseling over there. If you'd like support, if you'd like counseling or group counseling, we are here to support, uplift, inspire, and encourage you on your journey. There's that information and so much more information over at BUZZARDSKORNER.com. The link again is in the site. Angels, you can join our channel, like and subscribe. Help us get this information out into the world because this world needs it. Share this with your friends and your family, angels. Next week, we'll have Meditation Tuesday, and we're going to relax and allow ease and grace in our life. We always love Meditation Tuesday. Angels, we look forward to having you with us on that as well. Again, it is always, always, always up to you. What is it that you choose? What do you choose to let go of? Once you get that in your mindset, let it go. I guarantee you will feel better. I know I do. And I am a living example of God's energy working in, through, and as me. Until next week, angels, I am Heather Buzzard of Buzzard's Corner of Love, bringing people back to themselves.